Welcome. My name is Michael Mastro. Welcome to my YouTube channel, VastuCreations.com. Please subscribe, ring the bell. Today we're going to talk about the astrology, Vedic astrology, for James Earl Jones, who just recently passed away, using Vedic sidereal zodiac, not Western tropical zodiac. If you look to the eastern horizon when you were born, you would see the constellation associated with Sagittarius rising at 16 degrees. First, we'll look and see how the planets are operating and when they're operating and what could be done to strengthen the chart. So we have weak infant sun. Sun is ruling the house of good fortune. It is placed in the house of wealth and fame and stability in a marriage. He did have 2 marriages. Because it's weak, sun is the signifier for father. So his father was a boxer and left when he was very young to pursue a career in acting. And so that when you have a weak sun, it can affect the father in some way. And then we have when you have weak sun, it can affect your autoimmune, digestion, and in this case, he had diabetes. Sun has to do with your vitality. Then we have challenging moon. Moon is ruling any multicona sign in the 6th, 8th, or 12th. The Dustana challenging houses can cause some issues. And so here in this case, Moon is ruling the house of vulnerability. And so not so much in this chart is it causing any issues, but from time to time in the transit chart, it can cause some issues. Moon is sitting in the 1st house. So he did have some issues with stuttering when he was very young. And so this definitely affected the 1st house, the personality, the confidence in this case. Then we have weak placement Mars. Mars is ruling the house of children. So he did only have 1 child after some long time, not early in his life. And Mars is giving passion. It is placed in the house of vulnerability. So for an actor, being able to portray your vulnerability is very, very, very important. And so, and Mars gives some passion for that as well. Then we have Mercury. Mercury is ruling the career house, and Mercury is placed in the 1st house. So this gives him amazing ability to be a great communicator and a great actor. And then we have weak afflicted by Moon, Jupiter. Jupiter is ruling the 1st house. It's ruling the chart, and Jupiter gives the ability to be a very powerful influencer. It is placed in the house of partnerships. So he got a lot of support for his acting career, his career on Broadway, his ability to have this amazing, commanding, rumbling voice. And then we have weak placement of Venus. Venus is ruling the house of income, and it is placed in the 12th house. 12th house has to do with being separate, ability to separate from who you are and to take on different roles, acting roles. And Venus itself is entertainment. So income through the ability to separate and take on different entertainment roles. Then we have weak afflicted by Moon, Saturn. Saturn is ruling the house of success. It is placed in the 1st house. It is afflicted by Moon. It's within 5 degrees. And it is, we have this situation where Saturn gives success in performing arts. 3rd house has to do with success and fine arts, performing arts, and healing arts. So and Saturn itself gives discipline and focus. So through his discipline, his focus, his hard work, he was able to be successful in performing arts. And then we have challenging Rahu and Ketu. Rahu and Ketu, when they are across from each other in the fourth house and the seventh house, 10th house, this is gives desire for home life and insights into career. And it's a balance, learning to balance home and work life. So let's look at the timing of events. So he made his first Broadway debut in 1957 during a Venus period. Venus is about entertainment, ruling the house of income and ability to take on the different roles. His dad died in 64 during a period where, well, his dad left actually in before that. And then in 64, he made his first on-screen debut during a Venus period. Venus again about entertainment. 68, he got married during a Venus period. Venus, a significator for wife. In 72, he got divorced during a Rahu period, bringing unexpected events. In 77, he started in Star Wars as Darth Vader, the breathy voice, during a Venus period, again about entertainment. 82, he had a son during a Jupiter period. Jupiter is a significator for children. 86, he got a Tony for fences during a Saturn period. Saturn has to do with success. In 89, he was in the award-winning film The Field of Dreams during a Mercury period, boosting his career, Mercury ruling career. In 06, his dad died during a K2 period, bringing very much unexpected events. In 2011, he got an Oscar, honorary Oscar during a Saturn period, Saturn bringing, again, success. In 2016, his wife died, and also he was in The Lion King. He was the voice in The Lion King. This during a Venus period. Venus, indicator for wife, also indicator for entertainment. In 2000, excuse me, that was in 2019 that he was in Lion King. And then in September 9th, 2024, he passed away during a Mercury Sun period. If you look at the chart, circular chart on the left, you'll see that the outer circle is where the planets were when he passed away. The inner circle is just like the square chart on the right, where the planets were when he was born. What you can see is that Rahu and Ketu are within less than 4 degrees from the rising sign degree. That means they're afflicting 6 out of his 12 houses. Primarily the 6th house of health issues, the 12th house of end of life, and Moon, which is in the 12th house, which is the ruler of the house of death-like experiences. So what could be done to strengthen the chart? He was involved in a lot of charity work, which would have been transforming Rahu and Ketu, as well as Moon. And this would have helped his longevity greatly. Moon, an indicator for longevity. And then the rest of the planets could be strengthened with my favorite remedy, Kavash, which is a silver locket containing the Devata yantras and mantras for his benefic planets. If you'd like to get a Kavash or learn Vedic astrology or get a reading, you can see this is quite accurate. You can go to vastucreations.com. Thank you so much for listening.